What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 2Bit Crypto channel. My name is Mike, and in this video, we are taking a look at what everyone is talking about, the Lilly Finance Saitama bust up, and what I think is the real truth behind it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this a thumbs up. Let's get trending on that YouTube page. So look, we saw this earlier for immediate release from the Saitama team. Saitama's priority is to provide the best user experience for Saitamask as a premium or premier platform and ecosystem. And this is in relation to the Lilly Finance termination of agreement with Saitama. We will not launch features until we are confident in their functionality. As part of our process to build a safe, high-quality experience, we delayed the launch of some features, including the swap, which caused a delay in the launch of Lilly. While we do expect a full launch of the swap function soon, Lilly made the decision to explore alternatives to their launch. We're surprised and disappointed by Lilly's Finance immediate termination of the business partnership. While we will review our legal options, and look, that seems to be the default with Saitama, doesn't it? Go and check the legals. Saitama LLC will continue to move forward by doing what's best for our community. So look, we got that from the team. Now, why they sort of jumped and brought this out, and I think ultimately Lilly decided to go elsewhere. When we look at the statement from Lilly that came out at the same sort of time, it's a very similar thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you can just go and check it out on their website. But very similar thing. And it says here, Lilly has announced that it's improved the tokenomics of the Lilly token ahead of its independent launch. We include a dedicated wallet for life-saving healthcare for children in need and other philanthropic purposes. Please visit Lilly's website. And look, it sort of talks around why they've done it. After careful consideration of all relevant factors, we must commit to a new independent launch strategy. Now, the question is why? Why have they done it and waited so long? Lilly should have been out about 3 weeks ago. Why have they waited so long? And it's all been a little bit cryptic. We got this from Elon Mansur, the CMO of Saitama. I don't know how others do business, but in Saitama, we ask a few simple questions. Is the partner ethical? Can they be trusted? Do they have integrity? And is everyone on the team authentic? Which sort of makes you start to really question something big has happened between these two. 100% for this kind of tit-for-tat Twitter battle-esque that's come out. We then, obviously, a lot of the debate has been around these Lilly Finance tokenomics. So they've changed the tokenomics. They've put this extra charity wallet in. And a lot of people are seeing this in terms of the Lilly Finance tokenomics, where they believe there's a huge 15% marketing dev wallet. So they've sort of come out and said that's not the case. So you can see here, the breakdown is as follows. Foundation 1%, 3% reflection, 2% burn, I think it's still expensive. I've said this from day one. I think it's still very, very expensive for what the token offers. Now, they are saying that it's kind of settling down and it's going to be okay. We can see, I was having a look at the contract. Here's the Lilly token. So still just sat there in a burned address and waiting to go live. I'd expect this to start to move very, very shortly and start to... The curious thing I'm waiting for is to see if any wallets start getting populated, etc. So I'm just sort of keeping close to the Lilly token on there. But look, let's talk about why. Why do we think it's happened and what is the reasoning? Well, look, I think personally... they want to get out there. The kind of pandemic feels like it's coming to an end in terms of healthcare. It feels like we're over the crest of the wave, and it feels like the world is somehow returning to a level of normality. So people will suddenly stop talking about healthcare. Suddenly hospitals and everything just become a normal everyday life. So I think Lilly are concerned they're going to miss an opportunity. And I've said right from day one, this thing will go absolutely insane when it launches. 100%. People will make an absolute shit ton of money off this coin. 100%. But I think they want to get out there, and I think they want to start to make some money. The interesting thing will be if Saitama Guru and what that Saitama partnership looks like. But I think they want to get onto this back of this kind of healthcare wave, this whole kind of COVID thing, while people are talking about healthcare and people are talking about the heroes in our society being those that work over at healthcare. Now, what do I think in terms of Saitama's position? I don't think they've got a leg to stand on. I'm sure the deal with Lilly would be they would launch exclusively on Saitamask. I'm be 100% certain there'd be time limits and expectations contractually based, the fact that they're both LLC companies, and I think Saitama haven't delivered on it. Now, the interesting thing will be, depending on the launch of Lilly Finance, would there be any repercussions for Saitama? Because ultimately, if they commit to delivering a project and then don't, or delivering a product and then don't, then there are financial repercussions. There has to be. You know, it's business. That's the reality. So I don't know if Lilly has decided to go it alone, see what they do, but in the back pockets, there could be something legally against Saitama. And again, it will depend on what was agreed at the point of launch, because, Saitama launched it and then pulled it, launched it and then pulled it. And as much as I think Lilly want to launch on the Saitamask platform, If it's not there, then they can't do it. And then I think contractually that will be a breach. But let's take a look at the price. Saitama, as you would expect, taking a huge beating. We actually thought we'd have a pretty good run, but down 25% to 189. Again, I talk about the long-term haul with Saitama. You know, I think it will be good long-term, but I mean, boy, is it a roller coaster right now. Nearly 330,000 holders, $1.1 billion market cap. So certainly taking a pretty big hit on the back of that news from Lilly Finance Token. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.